Week in Fish and Wildlife, sponsored by your local Montana Toyota dealers.
Thursday morning time once again for This Week in Fish and Wildlife. We're on the road this morning. We're over in Ennis at the Ennis Fishing Access site. Jay Poppy joining me this morning. Jay, you got a lot of work going on behind here. Tell me what's going on. What are you folks doing here?
Well, we had a couple trees come down in the last storm, and part of our regular maintenance in the spring is we take down any hazard trees. So this is a campground, so we have to remove any of the dead cottonwood branches that are overhead, might fall on a campsite or something like that. We definitely don't want that. So we go through every spring and try to eliminate all the hazards in the air.
Yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't think about what it takes to get these running and operating smoothly in the summertime for folks to be able to camp over here. There's a lot of maintenance that goes into these sites.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, everything from roads, they get damaged in the winter. This site, particularly here in Ennis, last year totally was ice gorged out. We basically had to rebuild the whole road to the entrance there. So trees are a constant issue for us. You know, we're always looking at the trees. We want people to, where they're parking, where they're camping, we want those to be free of hazards from above and that sort of thing. So roads, trees, picnic tables, new fire rings, whatever the winter delivers to us, we got to take care of in the spring.
There's a big sign out in front said this is a fee-paying area, and that's what that money goes to. This is not we're not trying to make this a hardship for folks. That's what that money goes to. So think about that when you come to these places.
Yeah, and the license, the fishing license sales, that directly funds the Fishing Access Site program.
While this is going on, the other site's open, or are you just working on this one site? How does that work?
Yeah, well, we've got sort of the front. There's nobody camping here today, so we're pretty lucky that way. But we've got sort of the back half of the campground just closed off for today. Well, it's basically open. You know, we've got some road closures just on the front, but you know, as we move, we clean up as we move along, and then you know, folks can come in behind us. Thankfully, given the high runoff and stuff, we're not seeing a whole lot of fishing pressure yet. But, you know, we expect it to be coming soon as the water starts going down.
I know you had a little bit of a challenge. You were telling me I had to have some folks help you out here. Some of these higher trees, not exactly in the realm of equipment for Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
Right. We've got a really nice skid steer with a grapple bucket that we can move a lot of the big debris, but we don't have a bucket truck that allows us to get high. I don't want to take all the trees down. You know, we usually just cut the dead back to the green, so we still leave some shade for folks and that sort of thing. So we hire a contractor to do the high bucket work for us, and then we do the cleanup and some of the other felling.
That's perfect. Again, Jay Poppy joining us this morning. We are at the Ennis Fishing Access site. The work is never done here, is it?
No, it never is.
That's perfect. Again, Jay, thanks for joining us. And that's This Week in Fish and Wildlife.
This Week in Fish and Wildlife was sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.